Runyon Cancer Research Foundation gives today's best and brightest young scientists the tools and the funding they will need to pursue groundbreaking cancer research. And this coming Sunday, August 7th, they're inviting you to join them in their third annual Runyon 5K Run Walk for Cancer Research, taking place at Yankee Stadium. This walk is different from others because they use the stadium itself as a course. Todd Brogan from Damon Runyon is here to tell us more. Welcome to the set, Todd.
Thank you for having me.
So we were just discussing how this course is unique, not only because it happens at Yankee Stadium, but because of the course of the course. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I can. A lot of stadium 5Ks start or end at a stadium, but the Runyon 5K is different because it happens entirely within Yankee Stadium. So runners start just outside the Great Hall. They run the concourses and ramps, they go upstairs, and they'll actually be able to go out on the warning track, which is the sand area that surrounds the grass field, which for a lot of baseball and Yankees fans is kind of holy ground. So people really enjoy doing that, and they end in the Great Hall.
So this is your third year having the event at Yankee Stadium, or just having the event? That's
correct. It's the third year having the event at Yankee Stadium.
Oh, nice. So can you give me some background on the title of the foundation, Damon Runyon? Who is Damon Runyon?
So the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation was started in 1946, and that's the year that Damon Runyon, who was a famous New York writer, he kind of revolutionized the way that Broadway and baseball and New York were talked about. He died of throat cancer in 1946, and several of his friends, one in particular, Walter Winchell, who was kind of the Walter Cronkite of his day, he was a radio host, called on the American people to send in their dimes and nickels for cancer research. And the fund started that way. And since then, we've spent $240 million funding more than 3,000 young scientists who are doing some of the most groundbreaking research in cancer in the world.
So people attending this event, what should they expect to see? What should they hope to, what will their experience be from the stadium?
A lot of the people attending have done it before, but the majority haven't. And what they can expect is we release the heats. It's kind of because of the uniqueness of the course, we have to split people up by their pace. So elite runners will kind of take off at 9:30, and they can expect to finish it in as quick as 15 minutes, depending on their speed. Walkers will start leaving around noon, and they can take up to an hour to go around the field. So they can expect a lot of fun stuff. When they first get there, we'll have opening speeches by our official starter and the executive director of Damon Runyon. The official starter this year is former Yankees great Roy White. He started left field for the Yankees in the 70s and helped bring the team to 2 World Series. So that's just one piece of what they can expect. They can expect to meet NBC4 anchor Michael Gargiulo, and we're actually going to be joined this year by the chairman of the Boston Red Sox, Tom Werner, who's going to come down and give the course a try, I think.
Wow, he's walking into Yankee territory.
Yep, but it's for a good cause, so everyone's getting along.
That's good to hear. So if people want more information about this event, where can they log on to sign up for the event, or where can they log on to?
Unfortunately, for the third year in a row, we've hit capacity. So we are no longer able to sign up for the event, but people can still donate and support other runners, and they can find information on how to do that at damonrunyon.org/Yankee Stadium. And that's DAMONRUNYON.
So we have pics from last year's run. Is that the elite runners heat?
So that's one of the first heats. I don't know if it's the very first one, but that's one of the first heats taking off just outside of the Great Hall. And now these people are going to start around the first concourse. And This is at the opening speeches inside the Great Hall.
Okay. So in the past, what has the fastest time been for the 5K race?
I actually don't know. That's a great question. But like I said, I know elite runners can finish it in as quick as 15 minutes. So.
Okay, and you said you reached capacity as far as signing up for this year's run.
Yes, we just did, yeah.
What's reaching capacity? How many runners are
this
scheduled?
year we have 4,000 participants, and they are from ages 5 to 75 years old, and they're from more than 30 states and, of course, the 5 boroughs. And if people want to get in early for next year's, they can go to damonrunyon.org/Yankee Stadium and send us an email for early alerts. So they'll be the first to know when we know the date next year.
So in choosing this 5K race, why Yankee Stadium?
Well, we actually previously did an event for 7 years in Chicago at the Sears Tower. It was a stair climb to the top, and the tower came under new ownership, and we had to look for a new venue, and through some of our board members, we knew people at Yankee Stadium, and we started talking to them, and they've made it a priority with the new stadium to kind of open it up to the community and have more events there. So we were lucky to be one of the first in.
So after the 5K race, are there any, I know there are speeches before the race, will there be any speeches after, or any events, booths where people can go out, find more information?
When participants finish the race, they'll finish in the Great Hall, and a lot of our sponsors will have booths set up there. There's bagels and bananas and water and things like that provided for them to nourish them after a long, tough run. But they'll also, the top finisher will be awarded with some clothing from C9, which is a clothing line by Champion. They're one of our sponsors. And they finish with the satisfaction of knowing that 100% of everything they raise is going to go to cancer research. So we don't take any of it off the top.
So should the walkers get there before 12? Since they don't start walking until 12, can they get there at 10?
This week, all the participants would have received an email that have their assigned times, and they're all asked to show up 30 minutes beforehand.
Okay,
So,
okay, so it's sort of like a rolling start.
yep, it's a rolling start.
So if people want to learn about next year's race, signing up for next year's race, or even about the organization, where can they log on to?
They can go to damonrunyon.org/Yankee Stadium to learn about the Runyon 5K. And if they're interested in knowing more about Damon Runyon and the good work that our young scientists do for cancer research, they can just go to damonrunyon.org.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank you so much.